Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will start this game off. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Caught near the sticks, it's Wilson. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a huge play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Shapen. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Gators come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great.
Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wilson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The give on the option. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab near the marker, it's Thompson. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Shapen. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Wilson. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he got loose. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
To the air, it's Shapen. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. The give to the back. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they fail to hook up on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to find his man in the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Makes the grab on third. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Field goal attempt coming that would make it a one-possession game, but he'll have to do it into the teeth of this crowd. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the ground, it's Webb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Makes the grab, it's Booth. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot, nice execution.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Mosley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Booth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He'll do it himself. Diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Traore. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the middle. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.